like $200 to give you to save as well for me.
So you want to give me $200?
Yeah, off the bat.
Okay.
And then any savings that I get from a bill, give you the difference.
Okay. But you got to track these things in the budget. So like, not only have the budget written out, which we'll do that when we get home. But not only have the budget written out, but you have to literally, whenever you spend money, you have to track it. Whenever you get a bill, you need to track that too, and so that you can say, hey, we had $120 budgeted for water. Oh, it came in at $80. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and pay this $80 to the water bill, and then you update your budget to say, hey, there's a difference of $40. Where can I put this $40? All right, you know what? I don't really need anything. I definitely want to invest more, or I want to save more. Let me give this over to Ronnie, or let me put this in my own investment account or savings account, or whatever the case is.
No, I can't say. I can't.
Don't say that, because if you say you can't save, then you can't save.
Yeah.
Because you.
But I know my habits.
Your habits have to change. If you have poor habits, you will always be poor.
Yeah.
And if you say you can't save, you can't invest, well, you will always be poor.
Yeah.
Your mindset, and this is why, it's funny, I think the last time we did a video, I was talking about how your beliefs guide your actions. So you have somehow been conditioned to think that you are poor, and you can't think that way. You can't have the poor habits and ever hope to change that financial situation. And that's not me like knocking you, but that's just literally like how it works. Wealthy people who have built wealth over time, everybody starts at a different space. Like, everybody starts with a different amount of money, like, in life, right? Some people had parents that set them up. Other people had come out of, other people turned 18 and they started off with debt.
Yeah.
Like, everyone started off different, and then not everyone got the same kind of financial education to learn to be able to make smarter decisions going forward. So, the key is learn as soon as you can how to improve your financial situation and put those teachings into practice as soon as possible, right? So the first thing I would give you is, you can't say, I can't save money anymore. You got to delete that phrase from your brain. Every time you say, by accident, I can't save money, you need to say, I can save and invest money. And you need to say it 5 times for every one time you say it incorrectly. You need to delete that statement and rewrite the code in your brain so that you are subconsciously building wealth without having to think about it. And this is what financially successful people have done over the years. Like, I'm not perfect, but there's a lot of things I do on automatic just because I intentionally train myself to eliminate these limiting beliefs that keep me poor. I'm not trying to do that again.
Yeah.
I've been there. So you have to get on board with updating your firmware. You gotta update your software, just like your phone updates in the middle of freaking when you about to use it.
Huh? I didn't see that you were recording.
Oh, you didn't know we were recording this?
No.
Oh yeah. I felt that it was a conversation that should be shared, so I didn't want to even interrupt our, But yeah. But seriously, people do it with weight loss too. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Yeah, you're right. But then at the same time, there are people who can. And those people who can don't say that they can't. So, I forget who said it, but there's a quote, there's a phrase, there's a whatever, and it says, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. But at the end of the day, you're right. So, are you going to believe in yourself, or are you going to not believe in yourself? That's the real thing.
Yeah.
And it's your choice.
I have to believe in myself.
not, it's sad because a lot of people don't have they don't have somebody in them to listen to them and be like, dude, why are you saying that? You tearing yourself down.
Yeah.
Because you're literally tearing yourself down to say you can't do something that I know you're capable of doing. You know you're capable of doing. Like, all right, if your son's health depended on your ability to save money to pay for a much needed operation, you gonna tell me you can't figure out how to save money? You see what I'm saying? So, because you have to. So you need to make yourself think you have to.
Yeah.
And the human body, the way the brain works is so phenomenal. It's like, there's this thing called homeostasis. It's basically
homeostasis.
Yeah. You ever heard that term?
No.
It's basically the human body's habit of always seeking a comfort zone. And so it's like becoming the norm. So if you make the norm for you saving money and investing, then it becomes easier over time. When you hop in a pool and the pool water isn't necessarily comfortable at first, you're like, oh, you kind of shake or whatever you shake, but the longer you're in there, the more your body regulates to that temperature, and depending upon how cold it is, you may never get really comfortable, right? Yeah. But you will get more comfortable the longer you're in there, versus when you first got in, it's like, oh man, it was super cold.
Yeah.
But the longer,
like yesterday.
Yeah, like yesterday, right? So, but the same thing works with just about anything else. Any new habit you're trying to form or any habit you're trying to break, it's hard at first. But the longer you do it, the easier it becomes. I go to the gym every freaking day. That is a part of me. It's a lifestyle for me. And it's now like, it's uncomfortable for me to take a day off.
Yeah, I know.
So, but my point is this.
I'm trying to love the gym. I'm not where you're at with that, but I can get there. I think now that I've changed my eating habits and I'm training with you, it's like I look forward to going to the gym now.
Yeah.
To like train, because just being sore every day, it's like, wow, I think it's a shock to my body, because I will go to the gym and I think I'm working out, but it's not your workouts, so it's hitting my body differently. So yeah. I've been looking forward to the gym. And I'm like, so what are we gonna do today? So yeah. So I'm trying to love it. I come because it's like something you have to do for your body. Get it active. But yeah. Not my favorite.
I mean, you don't have to go.
I don't have to go, but I think it's important to go and work out daily.
Yeah, it's a choice. It's a lifestyle choice. But the way I see it, if you're going to come, get it.
Yeah.
Like, don't come and like just dick around. Like, literally come with a goal, with an objective. And if you're going to be here for 30, 60 minutes, an hour and a half, 2 hours, however long you're going to be here, get all that you can out of that. This is what I was saying, like, when you used to go to work, it's like, all right, if you're going to go to the office for 8 hours, right? You're going to waste 8 hours of your day no matter what. You're going to spend 8 hours there, right? So you may as well get as much money out of them while you're there. Like, if you're going to dedicate 8 hours of your time to a job, get the most for the 8 hours you're going to give them. So don't be comfortable with whatever you're earning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, keep working at getting more out of it. It's like, look, you're gonna invest 8 hours a day. Every day your goal should be figuring out how to get more money out of them for that 8 hours that you're putting in. And the same applies to the gym. If you're gonna go to the gym for 45 minutes, maximize the calorie burn that you're gonna get out of that. Maximize how many reps or how much weight you're gonna lift during that time. You know, there's a very similar relationship between fitness and finance, and that's why I named this channel Financial Fitness, because there's so many correlations.
Yeah.
It's like, look, you know, the same discipline and habits needed to build a physique are the same similar disciplines and habits needed to build wealth, to get out of debt,
Mm-hmm.
to learn to save money, you know. So because neither building wealth or building a physique can be built overnight.
Yeah.
So they each require a longer term amount of commitment.
True.
And you kind of can't really cheat.
No. I cannot.
So anyway, like, comment, subscribe.